and I've seen a lot of places. And I've been told that life is only what you make it. It's not that easy, but I'm trying to stay patient. I'm in it all black once I'm back in Vegas. Flashbacks, that chillin' on the stoop with a couple cold ones, cause again's on loop. Seeing smiles of those familiar faces. Some things are meant to be a favorite. Play that music loud all night long. We don't care now what's going on. It's that old school feeling we got from back in the day. We were having way too much fun. Telling you we ain't close to done. It's a feeling.
Who do we have next? Where are you from?
Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Is everyone from Tennessee?
We're all from Tennessee.
How are we going to represent Tennessee today?
Oh, we're gonna win gold. Oh, yes. The whole week. We're bringing it in.
Have any chance to represent Tennessee?
All right.
Women, sweet tea, we are Tennessee. Let's go SkillsUSA. Thank you, and I hope you have a great rest of your week. Who do we have next? Where are you all from?
Nebraska.
Do you have anything to represent Nebraska today?
The flag, I guess. I don't know.
Just their super cool hats.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. What are you looking forward to most?
Just a chance to meet so many amazing new people.
Nice. Well, I hope you have a great rest of your week. Enjoy it. Of course, of course.
She said, press on the
Who do we have
gas
next?
if we see those sirens flashing. Our love is one
Hello,
by
hello,
crazy.
hello. Where are you all from?
California.
Do you have anything to represent California today?
Everybody know when we hit the
Yeah.
when we hit the block, every kid says, there you go.
It's hot in here, Cali's in the atmosphere. Ooh, it's hot in here, Cali's in the atmosphere. Ooh, it's hot in here, Cali's in the atmosphere.
Awesome. What are you looking forward to most?
Meeting new people, having high energy, getting to see new places.
Nice. Well, I hope you have a great rest of your week, and thank you. Who do we have next? Hi. Where are you all from?
We're from North Dakota.
Nice. And what are you most excited for this week?
I'm excited to meet new people from around the state. I haven't been here before, so it's great to see everybody.
And what do we have to represent North Dakota today?
We have our little Go Bison.
when we hit the block, every girl says,
Oh, Bison! Well, I hope you have a great rest of your week. Thank you. Who do we have next?
the big trouble.
Hello, hello, hello.
Me and you are up to big trouble.
It's a big flag. And so, where are we from?
Texas.
And what are you most excited for this week?
Meeting everyone from across the country.
Do we have anything to represent Texas today?
We have a song.
Go for it.
The stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas.
Fun fact, I'm from Texas too. Yeah. All right, well, thank you. I hope you have a great rest of your week. Who do we have next?
Alabama!
Oh my goodness, I see you're bringing the spirit. What are we most excited for this week?
Pin trading.
Trading, what else?
We're looking for all the pins in this conference.
All right, do you have anything to represent Alabama today?
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide!
War Eagle. War Eagle as well. All right, well, I hope you have a great rest of your week and enjoy NLSC. Who do we have next? Hello, hello, hello. Where are we from today?
Wisconsin.
What are we most excited for?
Probably just getting to compete.
What are you competing in?
I'm competing in automated manufacturing technologies.
Nice.
Pin design. I'm excited for the food.
Electrical construction.
Industrial motor controls.
Congratulations to making it to NLSC. What do we have to represent today?
Wisconsin.
All right, well, I hope you have a great rest of your week and enjoy NLSC. And we'll be right back.
That's what I'm talking about. Turn it on, turn it up, turn it down. Ooh, I think I'm feeling it now. Slick talker.
Tonight's session is sponsored by Snap-on Incorporated. Tell your family and friends. Video of this session is being streamed live online.
And we're back. Who do we have next? Where are you from?
Wyoming.
All right, what are we most excited for this week?
Delegate session for sure.
The experience, really, yeah.
Yeah, pin training's super fun. Meeting new people. Meeting new people as well.
Nice. Do we have anything to represent today?
Yes, we do. All right, are you ready? 3, 2, 1.
Let's get wild!
307! I hope you have a great rest of your week and enjoy NLSC. Who do we have next? Where? Yeah. Awesome. What are we most excited for? I see the sparkles and the... Why?
Why not?
Love it. Go Virginia! Do we have anything to represent Virginia today? All right. Well, I hope you have a great rest of your week and enjoy NLSC. Of course. Who do we have next? Where? North Carolina. And what are we looking forward to most this week?
We're looking forward to meeting new people. I would probably say pin training.
Congratulations. What do we have to represent today?
We have our skull pins.
Y'all trying to get to trade, huh?
Yeah, trade us!
All right, well, I hope you have a great rest of your week and enjoy NLSC. Of course. Who do we have next? Hello. Where are we from today? Minnesota. What do we have to represent Minnesota?
Tambourines.
I don't know. Why tambourines?
Our state director gave them to us.
What are we most excited for?
Everything, I guess.
Maybe the award ceremony just to see how everyone did.
Nice. Well, I hope you have a great rest of your week and enjoy Atlanta. Bye. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Who do we have next? Hello? Where are we from?
Tennessee. We're from Tennessee.
And what are we looking forward to most this week?
Competition.
Looking forward to meeting new people.
Looking forward to seeing Flo Rida.
And what do we have to represent Tennessee today?
We're going to do a chant. Sweeter than sweet tea, we are Tennessee.
Nice. Congratulations on making it to NLSC, and I hope you have a great rest of your week. Of course. Who do we have next? Oh, I love the bucket hats. I love cows. Where are we from today?
Vermont.
Where?
Vermont.
And what are we most excited for?
Flo Rida.
Winning.
Is this everyone's first time?
Yeah.
Well, I hope you get to enjoy it and experience everything you want. Do we have something to represent today?
Here. Can we hear you cheer? Green Mountain Boys are here.
All right, well, have a great rest of your week. Thank you. Who do we have next? Where?
Anna.
I like the Mardi Gras, I see. And what are we looking forward to most this week?
Just meeting all kinds of people and having a good time. Same thing he said.
Do we have something to represent Louisiana today?
Go Saints and Mardi Gras.
Nice. Well, I hope you have a great rest of your week. Who do we have next? Who? Texas! Do we have something to represent Texas today?
We have us.
We have us.
I like the spirit. I like the spirit. All right, what are we looking forward to the most this week?
Winning. Lots of gold medals for Texas.
Did you know there everybody else, man.
Nice. Well, I hope you have a great rest of your week and enjoy NLSC. Thank you. Who do we have next? Hello? Where are all of you from?
Hawaii.
What are you most excited for this week?
I guess just seeing the community. All the different hats people have.
Meeting new people. Do we have something to represent Hawaii?
We got this flag and we got our Kukui Nut Leis right here.
Nice. What do those mean?
It means a lot of things, but it's just something that's really important to our culture back at home.
Nice. Well, I hope you have a great rest of your week and enjoy NLSC. Thank you.
SkillsUSA.
Who do we have next?
I know life will never be perfect, but the sunshine, it feels like I deserve it.
I promise I don't bite. Gather around, gather around. Hello, hello, hello. Where are you all from?
Texas.
And what are you most excited for this week?
Competing for me.
Collecting all these pins.
Same as well. Pins.
Yeah, collecting pins.
Yeah. Do you have something to represent Texas today?
We have our hats.
Your lights? Nice, very patriotic. All right, well, I hope you have a great rest of your week and enjoy NLSC. Of course. Bye. Who do we have next?
So I really ain't trying to be stressing. You, yeah, you. Why you coming over here cold as ice? Why, ooh, a little optimism could be so nice. Baby, if you wasn't being so shady, throwing venom everywhere daily. You could chill, you could hang, but you ain't on that high. I only want good vibes from me tonight. No negativity in my life, just good vibes, that's what I like. So I don't need you waiting on my parade. Can we show beyond your merry way? I only want good vibes from me tonight. No negativity in my life. Around me tonight. No negativity in my life, just good vibes, that's what I like. So I don't need you waiting on my parade. Can we shine beyond your merry way? I only want good vibes from me tonight. No negativity in my life.
Where are you all from today? Rhode Island. And we have Nemo on your head.
Yes, we do.
Wow. And what are you most excited for this week?
Wedding.
Getting the goals.
I see you have a lot of pins. How has that gone?
It's intense. My advice to y'all, don't get scammed.
All right, well, I hope you have a great rest of your week. Do you have anything to represent?
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island?
Rhode Island, yes, yeah.
Do you have a chant or something? Go, Sophia! All right, well, have a great rest of your week and enjoy NLSC in Atlanta. Of course. Who do we have next? Hello, you're from where?
Colorado.
Wow, I see you also have a lot of pins. How has that gone?
It was really fun. I've already traded all of mine.
I definitely had to buy more pins because I ran out.
Do you have anything to represent Colorado today?
We have these light stakes. They're really fun. We're passing them out in our delegation area.
Nice. Well, I hope you have a great rest of your week and enjoy NLSC here in Atlanta this year. Who do we have next? Hello, where are you from? What are you most excited for this week?
Get a goal.
In trading.
Oh, I am actually so excited for the ceremony at the end. Really? Yeah. Just meeting everybody. Yeah.
And
Excited to be here.
good, I'm glad. Is this everyone's first time in Atlanta?
Yeah? No.
No?
No. Yes.
Do you have anything to represent today?
Yes, we do. Yeah.
Share it. I want to see it.
Okay.
U D T. We can't spell. We also don't. Sarah, try that again. Yeah, we'll try that again.
Wait. Take two.
U T T A H. Utah. All right. Have a great rest of your week and enjoy NLSC. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Who do we have next? Where?
Oh, wait.
Hello, hello. What are you most excited for today?
Meeting all the new people and being able to just absorb the experience. Seeing people from all different types of backgrounds.
I'm excited to learn from people here.
Meeting new people.
Meeting everybody.
And do we have something to represent Ohio?
We do. Ready?
What does it
Famous
look
chair.
like?
Or famous chant.
Ready?
Open the door, step on the gas, lean back, let Ohio pass. O-H-I-O, O-O-H-I-O.
Thank you. I hope you have a great rest of your week. Who do we have next?
New Jersey!
Where?
New Jersey!
New Jersey.
What are we looking forward to the most this week?
To make our state proud.
And is this everyone's first time here?
Mine, yeah.
Second time.
My first time.
Well, I'm so glad that you're here. Do you have something to represent Jersey?
We have a chant.
They better.
We have a chant. Ready? J-E-R-S-E-Y. Jersey.
Well, thank you, and I hope you have a great rest of your week. Who do we have next? Where?
Arizona.
What are we looking forward to the most this week?
Winning.
Winning?
Being with friends.
Winning. Do we have something to represent Arizona today?
Our amazing cowboy hats.
And why the cowboy hat?
Because we got Tombstone. Actually, about a 30-minute drive from where we live.
Nice. All right. Well, I hope you have a great rest of your week and enjoy NLSC here in Atlanta this year.
Thank you.
Of course. Who do we have next? Where?
Maryland.
What are you most excited for this week?
The food.
The food. Why the food?
Atlanta got some pretty good food, not gonna lie. Definitely the food.
Are you competing in anything?
Career Pathway Showcase.
Nice. Do you have anything to represent Maryland today?
We got these sick hats.
Why the hats?
We love crabs.
All right. Well, I hope you enjoy the rest of NLSC. Of course. All right, everybody. Have a great time.
Life is great, why be fake? You gotta wake up every morning, see the day as a gift. You gotta check that bucket list before you go to the crib. Cause if you wanna light a fire, then you gotta get it. You gotta live a little bit, live a little bit. Live a little. I won't back down easily. Said God only knows that I've been here before, but now I swear to God I ain't afraid anymore. I might be blind tomorrow, but today is clear. I wave goodbye to every single ounce of fear, and right now it feels good to be alive. So I touch the sky. Excuse me while I refuse to apologize. Oh. Ever since the playground days, flyers on the swings, right on through them teenage years, Mississippi King. Not one person could ever fill these shoes. Some try to knock me off my throne, but all they do is lose. Hands up for the kid. Never ever let you down. Got it going on. Watch me now. Just watch me. Keep going strong. Watch me now. Just watch me. Watch me now. Watch me now. Just watch me. Pulled up in the Tennessee, top down through the night. Drip so loud the whole town knows. Park is out of sight. Not one, not two. Can't count the rings. What I want is what I get. Whole world on the string. Hands up for the kid. Never ever let you down. Got it going on. Watch me now. Just watch me. Keep going strong. Watch me now. Just watch me. Watch me now. Watch me now. Just watch me. Ooh, feel the magic in the air. See it twinkling. Catch a pink ring. And ooh, it don't matter what I wear, 'cause I walk like I don't care. I'm the clouds, I'm in the air. Got it going on. Got it watch me now. Just watch me. You better watch me. Going strong. Watch me now. Just watch me. Watch me now. Look out, baby. Watch me now. Just watch me. Up the side of the pillow. Just watch me.
Times like this feel like forever, but darkened days that never pass. And people say that they might never, but I'll be damned if we don't last. So hold on, is what I'm trying to say. And not long we'll be headed back to better days. Look up out and touch the summer sky. Yeah, go on now and I'll see you on the other side. Yeah, go on now and before this is over. Yeah, when our paths they cross again, well, we'll look back at this and wonder just why we never thought it'd end. So hold on, is what I'm trying to say. And not long we'll be headed back to better days. Look up out and touch the summer sky. Yeah, go on now and I'll see you on the other side. The other side, the other side. See you on the other side. The other side, the other side. The other side, the other side. See you on the other side. The other side, the other side. See you on the other side. Chasing all them green lights, throwing out the shade for a little bit of sunshine. Hit me with them good vibes, pictures on my phone lights. Everything is so fine, little bit of sunshine.
Yeah, crazy lately, I'm confirming, trying to rob myself of something. You just trying to get a word and life is not fair. I've been working on my tunnel vision, trying to get a new prescription, taking swings and even missing, but I don't care. I'm dancing more, just a little bit, breathing more, just a little bit, care a little less, just a little bit, like life is woo. Now making more, just a little bit, spin a little more to get rid of it, smile a little more and I'm into it. I've been running through this strange life, chasing all them green lights, throwing up the shade for a little bit of sunshine. Hit me with them good vibes, pictures on my phone light, everything is so fine, little bit of sunshine. A little bit of sunshine. Little bit of sunshine. Another day, another selfish moment. I've been feeling helpless, sick of seeing all the selfies. Now I don't care. Found myself a new vocation, calibrated motivation. No more static, change the station, headed somewhere. I'm dancing more, just a little bit, breathing more, just a little bit, care a little less, just a little bit, like life is woo. I'm making more, just a little bit.
The 2022 NLSC opening session will begin in 5 minutes. Please find your seats. Please take a moment to look around and locate the nearest exits. Though we never expect one, in the event of an emergency, please use the nearest exit and leave the building in a calm, orderly manner. Please report any unusual behavior to a conference or arena staff member or the local authorities. Remember, if you see something, say something. Out of respect to others, please do not use air horns or other extremely loud noisemakers during this session. Lighting effects will be used throughout the program, including bright, flashing, and strobing lights. Thank you, SkillsUSA, for making this a safe and enjoyable conference for everyone.
I don't know what you've been told, but time is running out, no need to take it slow. I'm stepping to you toe to toe. I should be scared, honey, maybe so, but I ain't worried about it right now. Keeping dreams alive, 1999 heroes.
place. It's my time like my birthday. Born ready in the first place. It's a marathon. Run your race. Don't stop. Keep going. I'm up early. Don't sleep on them. I'm living out my dreams and my legacy. For the life of me, I'm good. And I go get it. You don't got it. I came with it. Number one now. Take a spot in the crown. I'm sucker free. Game great and I'm on top. When it's free and my energy is on another level and I won't stop. No. I came here to leave a legacy. No one can change my destiny. Nobody. I'm standing up so the world can see. And I came to leave a legacy. Memory, making history. Let's go. You don't need no luck with that golden touch. Time to light it up. Let's go. Get ready for it. Get ready for it. Get ready for it. Yeah, this is it. Go! Get ready for it. Get ready for it. Get ready for it. Yeah, this is it. Go! Go! Yeah, this is it. Go! Let's go! Yeah, this is it. It's now or it's never. No plan with forever. It's now or it's never. Hey. It's down to the wire. Who gon' take the empire? It's down to the wire. This is it. Get ready for it. Get ready for it. Get ready for it. This is it. Yeah, this is it. Let's go!
USA. Are you ready for a week of excitement?
A week of networking with members and industry leaders from across the country.
Where we come together to serve our community.
Working together to overcome new challenges and grow as leaders.
We're back, united to celebrate more chapters and members than ever before. SkillsUSA, we are
united as one!
Welcome, your 2021-2022 SkillsUSA National Officer Team. A law, public safety, corrections and security student from Cambridge High School in Georgia, and your National High School President, Ambuja Sharma. Student in the Criminal Justice Program at Wiley East High School and your National High School Vice President, Lindsay Landman. An Energy and Engineering Technology student at Western Maricopa Education Center Southwest in Arizona and your National High School Treasurer, Noe Garcia. Automotive and manufacturing student from the Northeast chapter in Florida and your National High School Secretary, Caroline Daly. A drafting and design technology student from Ozarks Technical Community College in Missouri and your National College Post-Secondary President, Christopher Anderson.
The 2022 SkillsUSA National Leadership and Skills Conference will come to order. The SkillsUSA Emblem Ceremony is a statement of our essential beliefs as SkillsUSA members. Each individual element of our emblem has a special meaning. Patriotism. The industrial society. Knowledge. Technology, and the individual. As we perform our ceremony, we ask that you reflect upon the meaning of each component of our emblem and its meaning in your life. The thought of the day will be given by Madam Secretary.
All growth depends on activity. There's no development physically or intellectually without effort, and effort means work. Calvin Coolidge. This quote feels like it was written for SkillsUSA. The most challenging step to progress is to put in effort, and each and every one of us has put forth that effort to be here. You work, and you've worked hard. This week, we can look forward to growing and developing because we have hard work ahead of us. Hard, but worthwhile. The effort you put into this week's activities will determine the length of your strides to success. So we challenge you to keep working hard, putting in effort, and growing. Shatter the box you are currently in, feel the thrill of that effort, and succeed.
The emblem is symbolic of the SkillsUSA organization. You are about to witness the Emblem ceremony, in which the meaning of each component of our emblem will be given and the significance of the colors described. Madam Vice President.
The shield represents patriotism. The shield denotes our belief in democracy, liberty, and the American way of life. Mr. College Post-Secondary President.
The gear represents the industrial society. The gear, symbolic of the industrial society, denotes interdependence and cooperation of the individual, working with labor and management for the betterment of mankind. Mr. Treasurer.
The torch represents knowledge. The flaming torch reflects the light of knowledge, which dispels the darkness of ignorance. In the light of the torch, progress will be made toward the vocational goals of the individual. Madam Secretary.
The orbital circles represent technology. The circles represent the challenge of modern technology and the training needed to accept and master new technical frontiers and the need for continuous education. Madam Vice President.
The hands represent the individual. The hands portray a search for knowledge and our desire to acquire skill. In the process of attaining knowledge and skill, we will develop a respect for the dignity of work and become productive and responsible citizens. Mr. College Post-Secondary President.
With the affixing of the golden hands, we have the final official color of SkillsUSA. The colors of the emblem represent our organization. Red and white represent the individual states in the chapters. Blue represents the common union of the states in the chapters. And gold represents the individual, the most important element of SkillsUSA. Madam President.
All of the components constitute our emblem. Separately, they could be applied to many organizations, but as one unit, they represent the fundamental principles and purposes of our organization. The emblem represents SkillsUSA. Please stand for the presentation of the colors and remain standing for our Pledge of Allegiance and National Anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs burst
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Welcome. We hope you're ready for an unforgettable experience. The opportunity to showcase your skills. The opportunity to plan for your future. The opportunity to be yourself while discovering your passions. Welcome to SkillsUSA's 58th National Leadership and Skills Conference. Make some noise if you're excited for this week. SkillsUSA, one more time. Make some noise if you're excited. We are so thrilled to be back in person for the conference for the first time in 3 years. Tonight is all about recognizing the significance this week brings for us, both as individuals and united as an organization. To prepare us for the empowering week ahead, we'll hear from two incredible guest speakers. One who worked his way towards success while being a champion of his trade, and the other while championing the impact of CTE nationwide. This is a monumental National Leadership and Skills Conference for us, and we wouldn't be here without the support of our sponsors and industry partners. So thank you to Snap-on Tools for sponsoring this opening session and impacting the lives of every member present. This is such a monumental National Leadership and Skills Conference for us. It took persistence, ambition, and skilled excellence to make it here. But why are we here? We're here in Atlanta to compete, explore, and practice our career interests. We're here to connect with members from across the nation. We're here to celebrate our achievements, both as individuals and as a community. But most importantly, we're here to redefine our futures and grow our career readiness amongst an incredibly talented field of students. This week, each of us have the opportunity to make a lasting impact on our nation's workforce. We have the chance to redefine our futures. This week, each of us have the opportunity to showcase the skills we've been developing over the past year, to connect with members from across the nation, and to network with industry partners. This week is our chance to do all of this. Our experiences throughout the past few years have been outlined by our perseverance, our networks, and our shared intentions to grow. As an organization and as individuals, we face unique and oftentimes uncomfortable challenges. But we've never been as united as we are right now. This week, challenge yourself to connect. Put yourself out there and meet at least one new person. Talk to a fellow competitor or an industry partner at Texpo. Taking a step out of your comfort zone this week might just change your life. Our theme this year, United as One, has prepared us well for this conference. Through the challenges we face, the networks we build, and our shared intentions of becoming world-class workers, we will each leave this conference changed. We will no longer be satisfied with the way our chapters or states have always done things, because good enough will simply no longer be enough. We'll teach others the lessons we've learned. Most of all, we'll empower ourselves and our fellow SkillsUSA members to become better skilled professionals and better servant leaders. Make some noise if you're ready to take on this week together. Our theme this year is United as One. And ever since our theme was announced last June, we've done an excellent job at exemplifying what it means to be united as one. On the count of 3, let's shout united as one together. Ready? 3, 2, 1. United as one. SkillsUSA, I know we can do better than that. 3, 2, 1. United as one. One last time, SkillsUSA, what's our theme this year? 3, 2, 1. United as one. You know, it's one thing to adopt a theme, but it's a completely different thing to witness how united as one works in our lives and how we can use it to guide our actions. Let's hear from the rest of the National Officer team on how we've been united as one this year.
SkillsUSA is at its best when its back is against the wall. The COVID-19 pandemic flipped the world upside down for the past 2 years, but we didn't let that stop us from pushing forward and uniting behind our mission. Think back to how you felt during the quarantine and all the difficulties we faced. Sometimes it felt like we couldn't overcome these challenges, yet we did. SkillsUSA helped revolutionize what we consider normal by creating innovative ways for us to connect in virtual environments. In fact, virtual events and experiences brought forth many impactful memories. Being virtual actually removed barriers and expanded our reach as an organization to a whole new level. Our perseverance and commitment to the SkillsUSA mission inspired us to take advantage of the constantly changing world around us. We stand in the support of our mission, and the solutions we have brought us even closer together. This past year, I had the opportunity to witness our mission in action as I connected with state associations who put on successful conferences both virtually and in person. I even assisted SkillsUSA Georgia Post-Secondary Fall Leadership Conference virtually. This conference required everyone to maintain a strong focus on our mission, no matter what obstacles we encountered. And we did that. Being virtual showed me the importance of maintaining, no matter the distance, members were able to be connected together.
Chris is absolutely right. We are united behind the SkillsUSA mission. Nationwide, SkillsUSA chapters use the mission as a guidepost. Even while the rest of the world was at a standstill, SkillsUSA's focus on continuous career readiness allowed us to rise up and move forward. In fact, we didn't just survive difficult times, we thrived. Chapters and members remained steadfast in their commitment to career readiness. SkillsUSA made incredible progress towards making career and technical education accessible to all students by hosting new virtual conferences such as Connect to My Future. Part of living out the SkillsUSA mission is advocating for the trades. During SkillsUSA Week, our team advocated to members of Congress and the Departments of Education and Labor, as well as industry partners on behalf of the opportunities the skilled trades provide students. No matter what the world has thrown at us over the past 2 years, we have overcome it together. We were successful together. We embodied the SkillsUSA mission together. And now, here we are, celebrating our accomplishments in person together. But our growth doesn't stop here. Let's continue to unite behind the SkillsUSA mission by showing what it means to be a part of SkillsUSA. Post about your NLSC experience on social media. Share the power of SkillsUSA and advocate for CTE.
One thing members love about SkillsUSA is making new personal connections. Meeting new people has always been a strength of mine, but SkillsUSA has given me the opportunity to maximize the potential of networking. During SkillsUSA Week's Advocacy Day, I had the opportunity to advocate for SkillsUSA and career and technical education. I could see how my network directly impacted others' views about CTE as well as my future. We become united through the connections we build. I worked hard to research the people I'd be meeting with, to find commonalities and to prepare questions to ask. The relationships I built with legislators and their staff are incredibly important. We become united through the networks that we build. SkillsUSA members, we become united not only through the networks, through the bonds and connections we make while here. I challenge you at this conference to find someone that you don't know and make new personal connections with them. Challenge yourself to find people all over the state, all over the country, and across all different career interests.
While many of us are studying different occupations, we are still united in our career readiness goals. Thanks to SkillsUSA, we are learning the tools and gaining the inspiration to thrive in an ever-changing future. SkillsUSA's purpose is to help us all become career ready, and the organization has created an abundance of resources to help us accomplish that. Through real-life, on-the-job experiences, apprenticeships offer an amazing opportunity to take the next steps in being a world-class worker in your industry. My own experiences with apprenticeships and work-based learning in automotive and electrical technology have changed my life. It's empowering to be here, surrounded by thousands of members just like myself who are passionate about their careers and they're taking real steps towards the future. Being united in our career readiness is immensely powerful, and it demonstrates everything that can be accomplished within this organization. This week, opportunity surrounds us. Texpos, sessions, competitions, the list goes on and on. How will you get involved and strengthen your career readiness?
And it's not just career readiness goals that unite us. We're also united by SkillsUSA's goal to honor and celebrate diversity in thoughts, experiences, interests, backgrounds, race, ethnicity, gender identity, and ability. We are each unique, but our collective diversity sends a clear message that a skilled workforce can and is better and stronger for including everyone. This year, SkillsUSA made it a top priority to build a more inclusive environment for every member. SkillsUSA embraces its responsibility to break down barriers to access, opportunity, and participation in traditionally underserved communities. SkillsUSA's vision is to build a highly skilled workforce while celebrating individual identities, stories, and perspectives. In an organization that is home to 16 different career clusters and nearly 400,000 members, diversity is inherently built into our structure and framework. We find unity in our diversity. In fact, we thrive on it. For example, this past year, SkillsUSA has been able to engage in new diversity initiatives to increase multicultural sensitivity and awareness in our programming. We've highlighted stories of minority members, and we've revised the National Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Statement to better reflect the ideals of our organization. We've shined a light on these efforts through our advocacy work this year. Inclusiveness is a part of what makes SkillsUSA so great. Even in this one room, we have thousands of different stories, ideas, and experiences that we can each learn from and use to foster a more united, supportive, and inclusive environment this year. This week, let's work to make this conference a shining example of the inclusive environment SkillsUSA is working to create nationwide. Challenge yourself to meet someone from a new state. Introduce yourself to someone from a new trade. Engage in meaningful conversations that open you to growth and challenge your perceptions as you embrace diversity, equity, and inclusion this week. SkillsUSA, this week, let's show the nation that
we're united behind SkillsUSA's mission.
We're united in our connections.
We're united in our goals. SkillsUSA, we are
United as one.
Shaking hands and nervous feelings, talking about that first time meeting. That red blazer kind of fly. Now I'm vibing with my tribe. Career framework, skills and more. Diving in to see what's in store. Skills USA, working as a team, building leaders today. American dream, achievers through and through. We get the work done, wearing red blazers too. United as one. Shaky hands and nervous feelings. Conference day got me reeling. I know there's no turning back. I know that I'm right on track. Career framework, skills and more. Diving in to see what's in store. Skills USA, working as a team, building leaders today. American dream, achievers through and through. We get the work done, wearing red blazers too. United as one.
It's not a hobby, it's a lifestyle. This ain't a club, it's a family. This ain't a dream, it's reality. Climbing mountains right in front of me. Look back, all I see is my team. Together making history. It's not them versus me, it's we. It's not them versus me, it's we.
Skills USA, working as a team, building leaders today. American dream, achievers through and through. We get the work done, wearing red blazers too. United as one. Let's go. United as one.
Yeah.
Our first speaker tonight is someone with a passion for education. He was a career and technical student in Connecticut in the Automotive Studies program. He overcame a language barrier and graduated from Connecticut State University with a Master's of Science in Bilingual and Bicultural Education. He became a school teacher, later a school principal. Then last year, he rose to Connecticut's Commissioner of Education, where he put a focus on equity, the well-being of children, and remote learning. He successfully navigated the challenges of the pandemic, continued to support students across Connecticut, and achieved something amazing last year, as he was selected to serve as the United States Secretary of Education. He continues to put students first in this national role. So please join me in welcoming a pillar of educational leadership, U.S. Secretary of Education, Dr. Miguel Cardona.
Claro que sí. Thank you, Caroline. And hello, Skills USA. Are you ready for the National Leadership Skills Conference? Yes? Are you ready for the competition? How great is it to be together in person for this year's championship? Gathered here are some of the brightest young people in America, over 12,000 in one place. All of you worked so hard to make it to Atlanta this week. You memorized industry terminology. You mastered new technology. You crushed your coursework, and you triumphed at state competitions. You're gold winners already. All this for a shot to compete nationally. Let's give all these remarkable students a round of applause. And look, because we are celebrating the 50th anniversary of Title IX, which means that women and girls get the same opportunity, where are my girls at? I love it. I love it. I also want to thank all the teachers, all the instructors, and all the business partners here tonight. Let's give them a round of applause. Listen, I want to thank all teachers across the country for what they were able to do these last couple years. But in particular, I want to thank CTE teachers, because there's no way you could do CTE justice virtually, but you got it done. So thank you, CTE teachers. Earlier this evening, I had the opportunity to tour the competition floor and speak to students. It brought me back to when I was a CTE student in high school. I was a proud graduate of an automotive studies program. Yeah, any automotive students here? A couple? I was a proud graduate of H.C. Wilcox Technical High School in Connecticut. And I had great teachers there. They taught me far more than just rebuilding transmission and performing diagnostics. Back then, they taught me how to work on these things called carburetors. Cars used to have those. They taught me how to think critically. They taught me how to stay cool when a problem frustrated me. They taught me how to believe in myself and pursue my own dream of becoming an educator. Today, as Secretary of Education, I'm grappling with a new challenge. How do we build a better education system than the one we had before the pandemic? President Biden and I believe that career and technical education and career technical student organizations like SkillsUSA are an important part of the solution in our country. We have to do more of this in order for our country to achieve at its highest levels. You get this. I'm proud to have our schools reopened, but that's not enough. If we want to build an economy that works for all Americans, we must create more pathways to high-skilled, high-paying jobs. That means helping more students experience the magic of CTE. So tonight, I ask you to imagine a brighter future. A future which every student in America graduates from high school with college credit, with career and college counseling, with experience in the workplace and a chance to have earned an industry credential. That's a big part of my vision for education. The president requested $200 million to invest in an expansion of career-connected learning. Yeah. But government alone can't accomplish this. It'll take all of us. It takes industry partnering with schools to design CTE courses. Who better than them to help design the courses? So I want to give a shout out to the 1,700 volunteers from the industry that are here today. Thank you. Look, to get it right, we're going to have higher education become more inclusive and more affordable for students. We're going to have leaders investing in teachers' professional development and the latest technology, and making sure that your shops have the best materials and more updated cars so you could understand what the technology needs are of today's automobiles. Across the country, we need the adults to improvise, adapt, and overcome like you've done these last 2 years. Now is our moment to partner like never before. Now is our moment to reimagine our schools as true launching pads for 21st century careers. To all the young people here tonight, you are innovators, you are problem solvers, you are leaders. You are the next generation workforce that will drive America's success in the 21st century. This morning, I spoke to my godson, Trey, who was also a graduate of Wilcox Technical High School. He came to the national competition 4 years ago. It was in Kentucky then. He said that all right, Kentucky's in the house, good. He said this experience was one of the best in his whole school career. He lights up when he talks about the national competition. So students, enjoy the moment. Soak it in. Know that you're here because you are special and you're deserving of it. No matter who takes home the medals this week, tonight I ask each of you, never forget, you've already won. You've won the skills to compete, the confidence to pursue your dreams, and you've won great educators and mentors who support you every step of the way. Best of luck this week. I expect great things from all of you. Soak it in. You got this. Congratulations to all of you. Pa'lante. Pa'lante, Boricua.
Thank you so much, Secretary Cardona.
Thank you.
We know that you are known for building strong partnerships, and we count our organization lucky to have such a strong relationship with you and your office.
Thank
you again for championing for CTE.
Of course. Go get them.
Our next speaker is someone who knows his way around business, industry, and technical education. He earned his undergraduate and graduate engineering degrees from Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute and his MBA from Harvard University. He served as an Army officer through Vietnam and worked with Ford Motor Company. Later, he worked with United Technologies Incorporated. He's been recognized for his unwavering advocacy for technical education and workforce development by numerous organizations. SkillsUSA itself honored him with the coveted Torch Carrier Award and our Champion of the Year Award, recognizing his support for growing America's future skilled workforce. So please join me in welcoming our friend, Nick Pinchuk.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more.
Okay. Thank you. Hello, SkillsUSA. You know, I'm excited to be here. I've been thinking about that for weeks, coming out to see you all and marching out to Old Town Road. It's a great song, don't you think? I have to start out by thanking Caroline Daly for that, Florida, for that great introduction. Florida! For that kind and well-delivered introduction, you know. I know she's studying automotive manufacturing, but if she ever decides not to do that, she's got I think, probably a career in television presenting. It's terrific to be here face to face. I've been into many of these, and over the 2 years we couldn't come, I felt so sad about it. But the idea to be here with the unique excitement and enjoyment and the enthusiasm that all you have make me feel terrific. I think everybody can enjoy this kind of situation. And what it tells me most of all, is that SkillsUSA had to work at a distance for over 2 years, but we came out of this great withering they call the virus, and we are stronger than ever before. Now, there are people we should thank for this. So, your new executive director, Shelley Travis, you know, her staff, the board of directors, the instructors, the advisors, all the supporters, and all of you. These are the people who brought us together, industry, education, students, united as one, back here together. So let's give them a round of applause for preserving this great organization. It was worth it. I don't know if you had a chance to talk to Shelley Travis, but I just talked to her this evening up in the lounge, you know, and we were talking. She's quite a person, and she tells me, you know, I came here from Chicago, flew in from Chicago, and she says, Nick, Illinois up there, right. How are you getting back? She says, how are you getting back? You know, aren't you worried? 6,000 flights were canceled over the weekend. She says, how do you think you're getting back? And what I told her, I says, I'm not worried. I told her, you know what I told her. Shelley Travis asked me how we're getting back with 6,000 flights canceled. I said I wasn't worried because I got the horses in the back. Horse stack is attached. Hat is matty black, got boots that black to match. I've been practicing that in a mirror for weeks, you know? Look, my message is going to be simple. It's pretty simple. You'll relate to it. You've heard it before in some ways. We hold that our present society has advanced to its current culture through the hands, the minds, and I add the hearts of working men and women. Does that sound familiar to all of you? This is about the dignity of work. And I'm going to make the case that you are an important part of this. Skills USA is an essential part of this. I'm going to do it by asking and answering 3 questions. Who are we? We are Americans, and we are a unique people. This is an extraordinary country. I'm going to ask, how did we get here? We got here because of the people of work, the makers and fixers that have helped us day in and day out in good times and bad. And where are we going from here? It's all in the faces of all of you. You are the guarantors of America's future. I'm going to give a little twist. This is an important time. You are not only the guarantors of our future, you are the people of America's today. You know, it's fun. When you get invited to come to a group like this, it's a lot of fun, you know. But you think about it, you know, I'm going to be comfortable and so on. And Chris Anderson just walked me out and he had me back and he was talking to me. So I'd like to just recognize him from the show me state of Missouri, Chris Anderson. And I'm here with a lot of kindred spirits because I live in the land of Lincoln, Illinois. And I work in the Badger State, Wisconsin. Right? And I was born in the Empire State, New York, the hard hats. And I went to school. In a place called the Bay State, Massachusetts. Okay, I only got 25 minutes. Okay. Actually, it sounded a little wimpy for Massachusetts in the past, you know. Just saying. Okay. Look, you know, we all read the newspaper. These are interesting times. Interesting and troubling words have entered our vocabulary. Inflation. Supply chain disruption, you know, lockdowns all over the world, the pandemic, market crashes, and a place called the Ukraine. And the thing about these kinds of things is they tend to, across the population, get some people on edge. They get nervous, they worry, they have uncertainties. And I read some headlines that I have to share with you that I really was troubled by. One, just in the last couple of weeks, one in the Washington Post. It said, America can't do big things anymore. Huh? And then in the Atlantic Monthly, a tremendous publication which I have a lot of respect for. What's behind America's decline? And then from the capital of California, Sacramento, the Observer, it's America. Not for this one. America is no longer the top country in the world. Well, I tell you, I'm from Snap-on, You ever heard of this company? We like it too. We are the people of work, and we make virtually everything we sell right here in America, but we do business in 130 countries around the world. It sounds like most of them. And in my job, I tend to visit many of those countries, and I can tell you, based on those visits, based on what I see in those visits to all those countries around the world, that without equivocation, without qualification, without question, I can forcefully say that America is still the greatest country in the world. You know, we have our problems. You know, everybody has problems. We have problems. We want to fix them. But America is still the greatest country in the world. We have more comfort, greater mobility, and wider range of opportunities than any nation in the history of this planet. We have 35% more paved roads than a number 2 country. We have 3 times as many airports as the number 2 country. And you know, in fact, they talk about China coming up, and China's expanding, and they added more than 50 airports last year. And if they do that for 3 or 4 more decades, they may catch up to us. We have 3 times as many Nobel Prize winners, which is than the number 2. And China, we had 300, China has 11, and of the 11, 6 were associated with American universities. This is the greatest country in the world, but it raises a question. Who are we? Who are Americans? You ever ask yourself what makes an American? Well, it's not origin. We come from everywhere. My grandparents came from Eastern Europe 100 years ago, sailed under the Statue of Liberty. It's not a standard religion because all forms of worship are found here. It's not even the map, because the map has changed as often as we've added the stars to the flag, and 2 have been added in my lifetime. What makes an American is this commonality we share, and that is belief. We have common beliefs. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal and endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, and among them are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Those words broke on the consciousness of man 245 years, 11 months, and 13 days ago. And this continent, and I dare say the world, has never been the same. We share this belief. It's what makes us American. And if you doubt the special status of America, let me tell you just something else. We demonstrate that belief constantly, from sea to shining sea, in town to town, where home after home is showing and displaying the stars and stripes voluntarily in numbers that is not seen in any other country in the world. We are Americans because we have belief, and we believe in this country. Now, you can ask yourself, okay, so Americans are marked by being the people of belief. But then people have asked, well, how is it we've ascended over all other nations, like having more paved roads and so on? And historians have studied this. People like David Landis, Wealth and Poverty of Nations from Harvard, and Paul Kennedy, the Engineers of Victory from Yale, and Arthur Herman, the Freedom's Forge from Catholic University. And what they've found some things that you already know viscerally in your bones, that the American society, the world we know, where we live, how we move, the cities we raise, the energies we wield, the hopes we hold, and the dreams we dare are all shaped by skill and work. This is what you're about. And when you ask these people, it's true. It's true. And when you ask these people, these historians, you say, well, how is it we escaped? They said, well, America has ascended on the brilliance of the few in some cases, and that's true. We've had people like Washington and Jefferson and Lincoln and Roosevelt and King and Kennedy and Edison and Ford, brilliant people. But their brilliance would have never shined through without the efforts of the many. Everyday people who did extraordinary things. And that's what delivered America day after day after day after day, making the society we hold so dear. But the times we see it the most is when we're in trouble, when we have
strife and difficulty. 1777, George Washington brings his ragtag Continental Army to Valley Forge. It's snowing, it's cold, they have no food. And out of Pennsylvania comes a baker. It was 244 years ago, though. Okay. But Christopher Lumpkin, the baker of Valley Forge, and he plies his skill. He feeds the Continental Army. They recover from that terrible winter, and they go on to win the war that established the republic that created the society we do hold so dear. And then in World War II, jumping ahead to World War II, we saw that we had wonderful leaders, people like Eisenhower, Dwight D. Eisenhower, and Omar Bradley, and George Patton, and we had brave soldiers. But in fact, others were involved. Just a fact. Our enemies in World War II were Germany and Japan, and in the 4 years between 1939 and 1942, they produced in their factories 9,500 combat aircraft. It was a lot. But in 1 year, 1942, the factories of the Midwest in this country alone, 1 year, produced 27,000 aircraft, 3 times as many. And the reason they did that is because of ordinary people doing extraordinary things, like Rose Will Monroe, who came out of the hills of Kentucky and went to work in a Willow Run factory in Michigan, and learned the skill of riveting for planes. She became known later as Rosie the Riveter, a very famous person. And she and her sisters and her brothers created the industrial substrate that allowed us to win the one war we could not afford to lose. And if you think these are examples in the past, we've had a recent example of this. Just, little over 2 years ago, we woke up and found ourselves at war. We didn't expect it. It was a different kind of war. And the weapons were things like sheltering and distancing. And there was fear. You might remember the early days. People were worried about the body bags in New York. And in that fear arose everyday people who decided to meet that fear, understood that they had essential skills that needed to be put forth, and met that fear with vigilance, and stood their post and kept our society from disintegrating while we engaged and defeated the COVID. These were everyday people who did extraordinary things, and they are everyday heroes in America. I know some of them. Paul Fleshner from Algona, Iowa. He's a welder in one of our plants. He was there every day. Frida Warrior, a machinist in our Milwaukee, Wisconsin plant. She was there every day. James Crawford from Charlotte, North Carolina. He worked on heavy-duty trucks. And Liam Richardson, who's here with us tonight from Illinois, who worked every day in a garage up here in Illinois. Stand up. Is Liam Richardson here? I don't know. Maybe he is. Anyway, thank you. Look, during that period, it was kind of an interesting thing. During that period, I spoke in the early days to a national convention of public health officials out of New York. And they asked me, well, how does the Snap-on factories, when are you going to bring them back? I said, they've never gone home because we need to support the critical mobility and ambulances and fire trucks and all the stuff that's in the place. And they were aghast. They didn't know that anybody was doing that, even though 3/4 of Americans were still working during that period. And I told them, I said, look at this. This is a war. It's a war for our society to keep from disintegrating. And by the way, did you have dinner last night? Did you order anything from Amazon? What did you think happened? That Amazon product or that dinner was probably delivered by a truck driver who couldn't work from home, flown in by a pilot and a crew that couldn't work from home, those planes and vehicles were supported by a mechanic who couldn't work from home. The products were probably loaded by a warehouse worker who couldn't work from home, and they were produced by a factory worker who couldn't work from home. Just 2 years ago, we have demonstrated the power of the many, the everyday people who stood firm against the threat and preserved all we know amidst the gloom. This is your legacy. You inherit this legacy as Skills USA. And you can see the importance of it in your crest right here. The gear, the industrial society. The torch for knowledge. The shield for the American way of life. And the hands for the individual. You are inheritors of that legacy. Those extraordinary people who were everyday heroes. Now, I see that when we look forward, we know when we look around this room, and I think you feel it too, you are, as inheritors of that legacy, the guarantors of the future. But what I want to tell you is, the world is watching you now, right now. And the reason is that people who believe in the future of America, and this is a question about, well, where are we going? And it has to do with you. How you act in the next few days and over the next weeks and years and months. Because there are people who would invest in our country. And why they invest is they have confidence in the country. And the biggest barometer of confidence is the behavior of the youth. So as you wield your skills, as you master those skills, as you work them, as you display the behaviors of good citizenship and great character that you've been taught here, you help America stay strong and you help us remain the greatest country in the world. Now, there are people, though, who look at the world and say, hey, wait a minute, we can't fill enough of these gaps. We can't fill enough skills. There is a skills gap. You've probably heard about it. There are 900,000 manufacturing jobs that are unfilled today. So these people are uncertain about the future, and they have great questions about our future. But those people who have questions about our future, I can tell you one thing about them. None of them have ever met a guy named Chad Agruzzo from California, the motorcycle maintenance guy. None of them have ever talked to Aaron Roboco from Rhode Island, the cabinet maker. None of them have spent any time with Letitia Perkins from Georgia. And I can guarantee none have ever seen Eric Hernandez of Massachusetts, Second Chance, Massachusetts. And I sure as heck know that they don't know Caleb Trollope from Texas. You see, the thing about it is, these people, the world looks at you and you basically carry the hope of America. It's a little bit like, have you ever heard of this? I think I've heard of a team called the Sooners. Are they from Oklahoma someplace? Well, when the Sooners run out of the field, people scream just like this. And why do they scream? Because that team is carrying hopes. Well, you carry the hope of America right now. You carry the hope of America. And this is an important characteristic and an important thing you want to know. The world is watching you with regard to that. They want to see how you behave. They want to see your skills. So that you need to consider that. You are the future, but you are also the now. This is your time. The world is watching you. You will affect the future of America right here today, depending on how you behave. And I can tell you, knowing the people I know already, America is better for it. So, this is my message. 3 questions. Who are we? We are unique. We are Americans. We are the people of belief who welcomes, who has a commonality around belief. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that welcomes people of all races and creed, and we become strong because of it. How have we gotten here? We have gotten here through the makers and the fixers and the skills and the capability. Everyday people doing extraordinary things, becoming everyday heroes, day in and day out, delivering us in good times and in bad, in war. Where are we going? We are going to a future which I have great optimism about. You are the people of the future. You are the guaranteers of the future, but you are also the people of the now. You're the people of the now. The world is watching you. And what you can say is this, is that, you know, this is a time in which you have a story to make. I urge you to do it. You know, the thing about it is, I look in this audience and I meet people one by one, and I come back encouraged. And I am encouraged because one of the things I know is that there is no path to ongoing prosperity for America without your success. And and I know you will deliver. Because without your success, vehicles don't roll. Oil doesn't flow. Cities don't rise. Economies don't grow. Dreams aren't made. Planes don't fly. And yes, freedom doesn't ring. The world is depending on you. This is your time, and we are better for it. So let me just close by saying this. You think a guy with big ears would be able to hold on to this kind of thing? Look, I know it's been difficult to get here. I know you had to do a lot of work. You had to pass a lot of tests. You had to win a lot of contests. So for passing through all the levels and getting here to the nationals to demonstrate your skill and to be here at this great event, you have my congratulations. For enlisting in a special calling, for being one of the makers and fixers, the deployers of skills, to be one of, in the future, the ordinary people who do extraordinary things and being everyday heroes, delivering us from evil day in and day out and in the difficulty against the next storm. You have my admiration. And for allowing me to be here with you and enjoy your enthusiasm and get your excitement and be here and have all the fun associated with these competitions. You have my gratitude. Now, I've talked a lot about time, and this is an event which is special. Today's June 21st. It's the longest day of the year, and in fact, the days you're here will be among the longest days of the year, but they will go by in the flash. I say you make the most of them, starting right now, because it will change your lives. And these lives are the stories of America's future, and they are the signs of America's now. SkillsUSA is the most important organization today in America. I hope I've made that case to you, and you are part of it. This is a life worth living. Be proud of it. Have a great conference. And for what you're going to mean for America, I thank you all.
Ride till I can't no more. I got the horses in the back. Horse stock is attached. Head is matted black. Got the bushes black to match. Riding on a horse, you can whip your Porsche. I've been in the valley, you ain't been up off that porch. Now, can't nobody tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. Can't nobody tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. Riding on the track.
Thank you so much, Mr. Pinchuk. That was a very inspiring message. I'm sure everyone in the audience learned something that they can and will apply to their future careers. Thank you.
Wrangler on my booty. Can't nobody tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. Can't nobody tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing.
Mr. Pinchuk is an excellent example of leadership, teamwork, and work ethic. It strikes me that those same skills could be useful on a dance team. Okay, so maybe a dance team needs a few specialized skills, but tonight's entertainment would get nowhere without work ethic, teamwork, and leadership, and I can't wait to watch their skills on display here tonight. SkillsUSA, help me welcome to the stage the world-class dance group, Light Balance.
yeah.
Drop top Porsche, rollie on my wrist, diamonds up and down my chain. Cardi B straight stunning, can't tell me nothing. Bossed up and I changed the game. It's my big bronze boogie, got all them girls shook. My big fat ass got all them boys cooked. Went from dollar bills, now we popping rubber bands. Bruno sang to me while I do my money dance like, hey. Flexing on the gram like, hey. Hit that Lil Jon, okay. Oh yeah, we dripping and finesse and getting paid.
Ooh, don't we look good together? There's a reason why they watch all night long. Woo. Yeah, I know we'll turn heads forever. So tonight I'm gonna show you off. When I walk with you, I watch the whole room change. Baby, that's what you do. No, my baby don't play. Blaming all my confidence, I'm blaming all your measurements. Shut the shit down on sight.
wrong with it?
Michael Jackson, smooth criminal, half the man is Mike, so relax. Jingle, mingle, jingle in the jungle. Bum rush the door, 3 and 4's in a bundle. Taking to the bank, but the people like a bang. Now, but Janet, there a guy, never Michael, cause that ain't hard to do.
Each year, SkillsUSA sponsors a national web-based student challenge to create the official pin and t-shirt design for the National Leadership and Skills Conference. This challenge is open to all registered SkillsUSA members and allows students to shape the look and feel of the conference. This year's winner of the National Conference T-shirt Design Challenge is Allison Rao, a graphic communications student from Thomas Edison High School of Technology in Silver Spring, Maryland. Joining her on stage is her advisor, the winner of the National Conference Pin Design Challenge is John Peterson, a graphic communications student from Moore Norman Technology Center in Norman, Oklahoma. John was unable to join us tonight, so accepting recognition on his behalf is his advisor, Shane James. A special thank you to Volvo Construction Equipment for sponsoring this year's National Conference pin and providing each registered attendee with a pin.
So I'll go ahead. Being a national officer has truly been a cornerstone of my experience in SkillsUSA. From the long days of training to the late night rehearsals, there's truly no other group of people I'd rather have by my side for this experience than Noe, Chris, Lindsay, and Caroline. Becoming a national officer is an experience like no other. Having the opportunity to impact the lives of members across the nation and the future of our organization is inspiring. We are so excited to elect a new national officer team this week to lead SkillsUSA into the future and uphold the reputation of our organization. However, this year's national officer candidates are only as strong as the voting delegates who vote them in. So thank you to this year's voting delegates who will put great thought into choosing the candidates that best represent the responsibilities and mission of our organization. This year's national officer candidates worked hard to make it here, and their journey here was far from easy. It starts by meeting all requirements for candidacy, then being approved by the state association. After approval, this year's national officer candidates were thrown into a selective application process, complete with an interview with various SkillsUSA stakeholders and a knowledge test. Now, this year's national officer candidates will meet this year's voting delegates, deliver a short speech, and answer a problematic question. All of this will culminate in the election of our 2022-2023 National Officer Team. I can't wait another moment. Let's meet this year's National Officer candidates.
Candidates for high school national officer positions are Lainey Blacketer, Lex Luray Technical Center, Missouri. Hunter Claflin, Blackstone Valley Regional Vocational Technical High School, Massachusetts. Madison Palmer, Wiley East High School, Texas. Joseph Price, Union Grove High School, Georgia. Grace Smith, Elma High School, Washington. Lily Valencia, Higley High School, Arizona. Candidates for college post-secondary national officer positions are Katahdin Javner, Eastern Maine Community College, Maine. Abby Vandiver, Autry Technology Center, Oklahoma.
Congratulations to this year's candidates on all of their hard work and making it this far. Best wishes and good luck for the rest of your campaign.
The SkillsUSA National Leadership and Skills Conference takes a lot of work. Not only that, a lot of people come together to make this event happen. Courtesy Corps is a group of dedicated individuals who volunteer their time to make sure everything runs smoothly, both here in the arena and in the SkillsUSA Championships. If you're a member of the Courtesy Corps, please stand to be recognized for your hard work and dedication to the National Leadership and Skills Conference. Our next speaker is a charismatic leader. She has a big heart for career and technical education, but an even bigger heart for SkillsUSA. She brings to her role more than 17 years of leadership experience and implementing and elevating the mission and the program of the SkillsUSA organization. My own personal experience with her has given me a great deal of hope for the future of career and technical education. Please help me welcome to the stage our SkillsUSA Executive Director, Ms. Sally Travis.
And welcome to your in-person National Leadership and Skills Conference. No mute buttons, no screen sharing, and no Wi-Fi concerns. You know, when I was first named SkillsUSA's Executive Director back in 2019, I never dreamed that I'd have to wait until 2022 to share this moment with all of you. But tonight, the only thing that matters is finally, we are here! Now, I know that you've been doing a lot of celebrating this evening in this amazing opening ceremony, but I've got one question for you tonight, and I really need that answer to be yes. Do you have any energy left for me tonight? Good, because that's what I wanted to hear. Because when I count to 3, I want to hear the loudest round of applause a SkillsUSA audience has ever produced. I want you to cheer for those that inspired you, supported you, sacrificed for you. Cheer for those that made this event possible. Cheer for those that missed out on this opportunity over the last 2 years, but never wavered in their commitment to SkillsUSA and our mission. Cheer for the obstacles you've overcome and the accomplishments you've made just to get here. And as we do this, as one united organization, we'll put the challenges of the past 2 years behind us and embrace a future full of promise and opportunity. Now the nation is watching, so I need you to show them one more time how true champions cheer. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Now that was worth the wait. As you all just demonstrated this evening, SkillsUSA is strong. And we had to be strong to overcome the challenges of the past 2 years. But in times of struggle, we often find strength. And if there was ever any doubt to the strength of SkillsUSA, we put those doubts to rest when times got their toughest. Our advisors and state directors could have shut their programs down, but they dug in. Our students could have lost their passion for the skilled trades, but they found new ways to fuel the flames. Our industry partners could have withdrawn their support, but instead, many of them increased it. And together, the SkillsUSA partnership of students, teachers, and industry was resilient, which is very fitting with our theme this year, SkillsUSA, United as One. It speaks to where we've been, where we are, and where we are going as an organization. But it's important to remember, however, that being united as one doesn't mean all being the same. SkillsUSA membership represents diverse communities with unique needs. But as SkillsUSA members, as SkillsUSA family, our unity is found in our common mission to become world-class workers, world-changing leaders, to serve our communities as responsible citizens, and to show our nation that career and technical education is and always will be essential, not just to career success, but to life success. We celebrate our differences, but our mission unites us, as does the pride we share as members in this great organization. During the first year of the pandemic, our membership numbers looked very different than the record-setting numbers of the previous year. But we quickly began to regain lost ground. And as I stand here tonight, I am so proud to announce that we regained over 88% of that membership to over 330,000 student and teacher members nationwide. That far exceeded our initial projections, and that's thanks to all of you. But SkillsUSA isn't just about numbers. It's about lives changed, dreams realized, and futures secured. That's what that number represents. But the higher those numbers climb, the more positive of an impact we can have on our communities, our nation, and our world. I have never been more proud to be part of this great organization, and I want to wish you an inspiring, an amazing, and a unifying national conference. But remember, for SkillsUSA and for all of you, the best is yet to come. And now, I'd like to leave you the way I left a few state conferences that I visited this year. And they were all loud and excited. And I can't wait to hear this stadium filled with the sound of SkillsUSA member voices. When I say we are, you say SkillsUSA. Are you ready? Okay, we are. Okay, let's do that again. We are. Thank you, and have a life-changing conference.
Thank you, Ms. Travis. Your leadership and inspiration helps us all achieve success. We look forward to more years of your leadership and service.
This session highlighted the true essence of our purpose over this past year, coming together as a unified community, as a dedicated and empowered organization, as SkillsUSA. We also listened to some empowering speakers, celebrated our pin and t-shirt design winners, and introduced our national officer candidates. This year, United as One has been more than just a theme. It has been a reminder of what we can accomplish when we work together and face the world together as a united community. It has allowed us to make connections in a time we didn't think possible, and we honor that during this session and through the rest of our time together this week. Think of how powerful we can be when we are truly united as one. The very things SkillsUSA stands for are amplified when we act as one. The dignity of work and the American way of life. Fair play and high moral and spiritual standards. Educational curiosity and continuous learning. When just one of us commits to these standards, it makes a bit of a difference. But when we all commit to these standards, it creates a movement for good, a lasting impact on all who see or experience the SkillsUSA way. This week, let's commit to these standards for this conference. This conference is made up of students, advisors, industry partners, parents, and supporters nationwide. We've asked representatives from each of these groups to join us on stage and make a verbal commitment to living the SkillsUSA way during this conference.
Competitors Levi Yoder and William Lewis, along with their advisor, Matt Yeager. Jeff Johnson, an advisor attending the conference for all of the professional development opportunities available for advisors. Christy McElwain, SkillsUSA State Director, attending NLSC to support and lead their state association. Raven Ridley, a National SkillsUSA delegate who will be working this week to elect your new national officer team and conduct business of the student organization. Cal Calhoun, a National Courtesy Corps member working behind the scenes to support the conference. Megan Flynn, a SkillsUSA National Staff member in the Office of Education. Sam Bottom, President of the SkillsUSA Board of Directors. Karen Lauder, a parent of a championship competitor.
Those on stage, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. Those in the audience are asked to stand up and join in as well. I will demonstrate strong moral character and leadership. I will practice fair play while trying my best. I will seek new knowledge and new friends. I will demonstrate unity by supporting and including others. I will embody the true spirit of SkillsUSA. Thank you. These beliefs should guide our actions this week and every day. With this oath as our guide, we will be unmatched, inspired, and ready for anything. We invite you to join us for the recognition session tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. During this session, we will celebrate the members, advisors, and chapters who have excelled this year, as well as those who have provided extraordinary support to SkillsUSA and its members. And this session will end in a huge celebration. We cannot wait to see you there. This conference will have a significant impact on you and so many others when you take what you learn back home to your chapters. Let's prepare to open this conference. cutting of the ceremonial ribbon, we declare the 2022 SkillsUSA National Leadership and Skills Conference open.